Why is it that we romanticize the aggressive alpha leader? And what if I told you you've got it all wrong? What if everything that you've believed about what makes an alpha is mostly myth, Hollywood invention? The myth is this, that the alpha leader is about power and dominance. The alpha thinks and acts like a winner, and people are naturally drawn to his strength and assertiveness. He can dole out favors from his social throne or be downright Machiavellian to anyone foolish enough to step out of line. This concept of the alpha leader is instantly recognizable in our popular imagination. He makes regular cameos in TV dramas, history books, and political ads. He's also a myth, or more accurately, not the only type of alpha in town. What if I told you that true alpha leadership is more about healing and nurturing rather than cutthroat competition? As Simon Sinek put it in a discussion with him, the leaders we admire, the leaders we follow, are the ones that we know will sacrifice their interests to take care of us. The perks of leadership are not free. They come at the cost of self-interest. They come at the cost of taking care of those under our charge. Franz de Waal, a renowned primologist, explains that an alpha is simply somebody at the top of the social hierarchy. It's not always the bully or the brash who reaches the top. True alphas are also compassionate, supportive, and uplifting. In the chimpanzee society, for example, alphas do exercise control over the troop, and that role does require the occasional bout of hair-raising and chest-thumping on their part, as it does in the office as well, I guess. However, the physicality of such displays often obscures the intention behind them. Hear me now. In most troops, these displays aren't for the alpha's advantage or benefit. They are meant to quash quarrels between other members. The alpha uses his or her strength to separate the fighters and stand between them and make it clear that the fighting must stop. Crucially, he or she does so impartially by setting his or her own social preferences aside for fairness and to shield the weak members from the stronger ones. The alpha is not the bully or the provocateur, but rather the alpha is more like the bouncer at a nightclub, diffusing tension rather than escalating it. So, when it is said it is a dog-eat-dog world, that myth misses the fact that even in the animal kingdom, strength is used to protect, not just display dominance as a point of order. In de Waal's book called Different, he tells the tale of two chimps, Goblin and Amos, and herein lies the key lesson for you today. Goblin ruled through intimidation, purposefully picking fights to assert and display his dominance. Amos, on the other hand, led with fairness. He did it with strength and sometimes aggression, but always to protect the vulnerable and keep the peace. And he won the love of his troop. In the end, his own community nearly physically tore apart Goblin, while Amos passed away surrounded by respect and affection. So what does this mean for us? We too are a social primate species. We too respond better to alpha leadership that is based on empathy and support rather than aggressive domination. True leadership is a burden of responsibility, not a rod of dominion. So let's reconsider the idea of the alpha leader. Are you nurturing your tribe, or are you just flexing your muscles? Are you a goblin or an Amos? Here's a good one for your notes. Leadership isn't just about standing at the front of the pack. It's about watching everyone's back. Your key takeaways here are this. Number one, an alpha leader is not just a dominant, aggressive figure. A true alpha is also caring, nurturing, and supportive. Number two, leadership should be about service to the community, to the tribe, to the collective culture, not about the self-interest or about accumulating power. And number three, evaluate your own leadership style. Strive to be the leader who brings success to the group, not just to yourself. Make these adjustments today, and I hope that today's session eliminated the myth of aggression over compassion and helps you step into your true alpha potential.